Hi, hello, welcome back to another exciting video. This one's gonna be kind of fun. Like you guys saw in that second to last video, I've been on this kind of like sneaky early season sauger bite, picking off a lot of the females that are staging up, moving up to the dam to spawn. Not really a numbers game, but we're definitely catching some really nice fish. Obviously, like you guys saw in that one video, I had 2 bites the whole time that I was out, and I ended up catching 1. Came out yesterday with a client, had 4 bites, only caught 1, lost a really heavy one. So these fish are here, but I've got a couple hours today. I'm gonna try and get a video done, try and maybe keep a couple for dinner tonight since it's Friday fish fry. But yeah, I don't know, we're gonna be running the same program as you guys saw in that last video, bottom bouncers with a little spinner rig. As you guys can see behind me, maybe you can see behind me, I don't know, the camera's kind of low. It is dead flat calm out here, really foggy and kind of ominous, but sets up really good for a potentially good bite despite not having any wind. So I'm gonna get these rods rigged up here, get them down, get them going. I think for now we're gonna try something just a little bit different. I'm gonna try and keep the camera right here, just kind of on this like wider field of view mode, so you guys can see what's going on behind me. May potentially put it on my chest cam situation, but just gonna try something new. So if it turns out great, awesome, let me know what you think. But if it sucks, let me know, we can always go back. But anyway, I gotta get these rods out of the rod locker here, get some crawlers on, and start the first pass. Yep. All right, so got everything ready to go here. We're gonna start out in 27 feet of water all the way at the end here. All the bites that we've had the last couple trips have come between that like 22 and 28 foot of water range. So kind of dialed that in to be able to tell that these fish are definitely deep. Water temperature's just a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. It was like 46, 47 when we got out here. Probably 50 by the time we left because the sun was out. But we had some big, strong storms come through last night. I didn't film anything at the boat ramp, but the lake has come up like probably another foot. The docks are almost underwater. They got to come pull those out. But it's definitely springtime in Kansas. The water clarity looks good though, so that's a bonus. But like I said before, same program. We're gonna be running these about 0.7 to 0.8 miles an hour, real slow since the water's still so cold, and see what kind of bites we can drum up. Got the first rod set, gonna get the second one in and just wait and see. I think I got one going here. I'm gonna give him a sec if he's got it, because these fish take a little bit longer to eat when it's cold like this. I think I've got one. Oh yeah, he's there. Nope. Whatever it is, it was small. He didn't really have it. Oop, there's a bite. White bass. Fish on. I don't know. Might be a white. Might be a sauger. I don't know. Doesn't feel huge. It is indeed the right flavor. We have a baby walleye. First walleye on this lake of the season. Like I said, bite did not seem very strong. Kind of felt like a little white bass, but got that slow death hook right in the corner of his mouth. This is the future of this lake right here. Little baby eyeball. So, good start. Didn't get skunked. Still have the night crawler. Yay. Like I said, this is not a numbers game right now. It's way early in this season. That's probably the smallest bite that we've had that is the right flavor, but can't complain too much. So we'll get it back down there and keep going, make another pass. White bass. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. I think I got a nice one going here. It's a nice size fish. I'm gonna let him have it for a second. Oh yeah, big one. He just popped off. That's been happening a lot lately, so I don't know. I think I just might suck at fishing, but that's brutal. That would have been the first nice one. That would have been dinner right there. He was on there forever. What do you do? Okay, I'm not gonna f this one up. Nice fish, nice fish. Yeah, he's hooked. Big head shakes, big head shakes. Oh yeah, big fish, big fish, big fish. Big sauger, big sauger. Oh. Okay, we did it. I did not screw that one up. All right, there she is. First big sauger of the day. This one's probably 18 and a half maybe. Nice fish. That's, I mean, like I said, you guys just saw me lose that last one. That was another nice fish, but this one had it pretty good, smacked it. Just let that fish have it for a second. Set the hook. There she is. Beautiful, cold water, starchy, healthy, fat Kansas sauger. So we're gonna have this one for dinner tonight. This one is a little bit smaller, looks like a male, but yeah. Well, obviously, as you guys can tell, it's been pretty slow, but again, this is nothing out of the ordinary. It is super early in the season. Like I keep saying, the water temps are still cold, but primarily a sauger bite. There's a few walleyes here and there, but for the most part, this early at the end of March into mid-April, it's gonna be a lot of saugers until the walleyes show up. But yeah, I'm gonna have that one for dinner tonight. So we're gonna make a couple more passes here, see if we can get another one. Just put a fresh crawler on, but that one came on the chartreuse smile blade. A lot of the bites lately have been coming on the purple one that I've got, but this one was on the that chartreuse green-ish one. So who knows? Hey, it is another baby walleye. Kind of felt like I had something going there, but it obviously felt real small, and that would be why, because he's tiny. He's also bleeding. All right, well, that's cool. It's the right species anyway. Not the size, but that would be the second smallest walleye today. So we've got one sauger, 2 walleyes, but like I keep saying, we're just gonna make a few more passes here, see if we can get one more for dinner. Having 4 fillets will be ideal, so let's just see what happens. Oh. Got one going. It's pretty small, but I got one going. Well, it seems we have found the nursery of baby walleyes here today. That's like the 3rd one that's the same exact size. Just born, a newborn. Got one. It's hard to complain because we have obviously the right species, but this chartreuse blade is just getting annihilated today by the most babyest Walters you've ever seen. Like, these guys, I either were just stocked or, you know, this is like a fry that became 8 inches long. That's wild. Not big. Again, small fish. Okay, maybe he's not that small. Never mind, it's good. Good fish. Yep. Good fish. Auger time. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, I think initially what had happened is that fish hit it and it was like literally coming up behind it and hitting it forward. So I set the hook, or I felt it at first. It didn't feel very big, and then set the hook and that fish finally turned his head. And it's a decent one. It's not quite as big as the first one, but it's still a good one. All right, number 2 of the day. This one's probably 16 and a half. Put her on the bump board just to make sure, but definitely over 15. The size limit here is 15 inches and you get 5. So you get 5 walleye or 5 sauger, or 3 walleye, 2 sauger. You don't get 5 of both. But this one came on the that dark pink or dark purple magenta blade. Just another super healthy sauger. So that one will go in the box. I was just kind of thinking about leaving too. I mean, obviously it's been really slow. I only have a couple hours this afternoon, but really just been sliding in and out of the depths, just kind of S-curving throughout the spot, going over hard spots, going over transition spots, deep, shallow. That one hitting about 21, 22 feet of water. So kind of following the same pattern that we've been on, but I think we'll just go ahead and make one more pass. But I've got what I need for dinner, so we'll just we'll see what happens on this last one. I got one. It's very small. Very small. Is it another baby walleye or is it a white bass? I have no idea where these things came from all of a sudden, but there's a lot of them. I don't know how many of these we've caught so far, but that right there is the future. And just remember, the hardest ones to catch are the small ones, but that's a perfect little specimen of a baby walleye. Got one. Going, feels pretty decent. I'm gonna let him have it for just a sec here before I take him. But that rod tip is just slowly loaded. I can feel him on there. I mean, it doesn't feel huge, but you never know until you set the hook. So I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I messed it up. Wow, look at that lake right now. It is just absolutely gorgeous out here. It's been a pretty productive couple hours. I mean, I really, like I said, only kind of been out here for a couple hours, maybe 2 at the most. It's about 2:45 right now. Definitely accomplished what I came for though. I just wanted 2 saugers that we could have for dinner tonight. I'm gonna do a Parmesan crusted sauger recipe. I'll probably make a separate video for that instead of making this a whole catch and cook. So the one thing I've got to say about this technique though, and trolling in general, is that it obviously gets probably a lot of bad stigma attached to it, that trolling is boring, but I always tell people that if you guys are getting bored while you're trolling, you're not trolling properly. There's so much to this technique that you have to get dialed in when it comes to watching your rods, watching your graph, watching your map, watching your down scan, watching your 2D sonar, watching your speed. Speed is the absolute biggest key in this bottom bouncing game that I cannot stress enough. It's dialing in your speed, it's figuring out what the bottom composition is, it's making sure that your baits have bottom contact, it's making sure that you're not going too slow, you're not going too fast. There's just so much to it. Like I keep saying, this bite's only gonna get better. It's really, really early. This is probably one of the earliest times that I've ever actually tried to target these fish, but I know that I could pick off some pre-spawners and some males that are straggling out on the main lake here. So that being said, I think I have one April weekend date left if you guys want to get out and do this. Otherwise, I have very few also left in May and June. April, May, June are kind of the peak for this bite between the walleyes and the saugers. So I highly, highly, highly recommend getting out with me if you guys want to catch these fish. If you guys want to learn how to catch these fish, do it on your own. Definitely give me a call or shoot me an email. All my info is in the description below. But before we head in, I just want to show you these beauties one more time, get a measurement on them, and we'll be done. All right, let's get a peek at these guys here. Dude, just dandy fish right there. That one, I don't know, I'm gonna say that one's probably 17. This one's probably close to 19. Just absolutely so healthy, so fat. Let's see what this one, the smaller one, measures. Smaller one is 16 and a half. This big beauty here. Big one is 18 and a quarter. 18 and a quarter, right on the button. Awesome. These guys are gonna taste awesome. I don't really keep fish this early in the season, but I figure with how many I've been letting go, I should probably just keep 2 just for a quick dinner tonight, but really don't start keeping them until April after they're done spawning. That's gonna do it for me today, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.